Please enjoy this episode of The Learning Curve in the Decoy Shed with Bridge Waterfowlers.
Hey guys, Jonathan Ripic here with Bridge Waterfowlers. Summer's already coming to a close, but all that means is we're one day closer to duck season, which is fine with us. So today, we're in the Decoy Shed, and we're going to go over stringing up your floating duck decoys. So that way, when season comes, it's time to hit the water, we're all ready to go and we can start killing some ducks. Alright, before we get started, we're going to have to get our materials around. The most important material is going to be your decoy cord. Now there's a couple different styles of cord you can get. You can get Pvc cord, which is what we like to use, or you can use decoy string. We have found that decoy string has a tendency to rot and it's not as strong and it doesn't hold up as well. Pvc cord usually comes in clear or black. We prefer the clear because we found with the black you can see it above the water if you're hunting over in really clear water, which creates an unnatural line coming from your decoy. Aside from that, you're going to need decoy cord crimps. They're going to help us hold the cord onto our weight and onto our decoy. Greenhead Gear sells them $150 for $10. Our last material is going to be our weight. Some people like to use egg weights, which is just an egg-shaped piece of metal with a hole drilled through it that you put the cord through. We prefer to use a hook-style weight. This particular hook is from killboxgear.com. We prefer their hooks because they have a little thumb patch that you can just grab onto if you decide to wrap the cord around your decoy's keel. We like the hook because if you're hunting fast-moving creeks and streams like we do a lot of times, it can help hook onto rocks and stuff if you get into a really heavy current, which can help hold your decoy better. Other than that, all you're going to need is a pair of scissors and a pair of pliers. Now that we have our materials around, it's time to get started. So the first thing you're going to have to do is determine how much cord you're going to use. That's dependent on how deep the water is you're hunting. Most of the water we're hunting is going to be 3 to 4 feet or less, but if it's less, it's usually faster moving, so we want 3 to 4 feet of cord out because that'll help put less strain and then we therefore need less weight. So you're going to cut your cord. I already have a piece of cord pre-cut right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to feed a free end through a cord crimp, and then you're going to loop it through the hole in the keel of your decoy. Now front, back, or middle hole is dependent on your personal preference. We like to put a couple in the back because it helps give it a more natural spread if it's not moving water. However, most of the water we hunt is quickly moving, so ducks aren't going to be swimming back, so we have them in the front. Occasionally we'll put one in the middle and put it in some slack water so it kind of spins around. So now we put the loop through, we're going to loop it back through the crimp to make a little loop. You don't want the loop very big, you want it just enough that it can kind of move around, but that it won't get caught in other parts of the decoy. So now you're going to crimp it. This is a very critical step. When you crimp, you have to make sure you're very tight on the cord, because this is what's holding your cord together and on the decoy. So as you can see, it's real tight and it's not coming off. So now we're going to put our weight on. Most of these hook weights, as you can see, come with a little bungee. We're going to cut the bungee off for these purposes because we're making a Texas rig so that we can quickly throw decoys and gather decoys up. So we cut the bungee off, and now we're going to feed the free end of our cord through the hole on a weight. And we're going to feed the free end through a cord crimp, make a loop, and then come back through the cord crimp again. This loop you're going to want big enough you can stick a couple fingers in there, maybe just a finger with a glove or something, just enough so that you can grab it if you need to. And then you're going to crimp her down. Again, you want to make sure you crimp it tight. Now the reason these weights come with bungees is so that you can wrap the cord around the keel and then use the bungee to help ensure you can hook it on the keel as so. That works great and it helps protect the decoys when they're in the bag, but when you're setting up it takes a lot of time to unwrap all the decoys and then throw them out. So what we like to do is we'll do this, and then our weight can slide freely along the line. So now when we put them in our bag, we drop them in just like this, and the weight falls down to the decoy. and then the string is hanging out of the bag cord. And then when we throw it, the weight's going to fall, the decoy's going to float, and the weight's going to fall and hit the ground. Allowing the weight to move in such a fashion allows you to easily grab your decoys and pick them up and then have the weights fall down in the decoy, and then you can keep all your strings out of the bag, which is what we like to do, and hook to a carabiner. So when you get to your hunting location, you can drop the bag, grab your carabiner, lift up, and you've lifted up all your decoys easily and effectively. And then you can just take them, walk them out, take one loop off the carabiner, throw the decoy, and the decoy is already set. So that's how we like to string our decoys up, our duck decoys anyway. Goose decoys, we do it a little bit differently, and for long lines, we're going to do it a little bit differently too. Hopefully these will help you save a little bit of time when you're setting up and keep your decoys in the spread, and hopefully they'll help you on your next hunt. Hey, thanks for watching our video of the learning curve in the decoy shed. We'd like to invite you to follow us on Instagram and like our Facebook page. We'd also like to invite you to check out our new website at blackbridgewaterfowlers.com. On our website, you'll be able to see all our hunts and all of our videos of our video series, The Learning Curve. In The Learning Curve, we strive to bring old and new waterfowlers alike helpful hunting information that will help you more successful on your next hunt. Coming on our website soon will also be merchandise that we use in all of our videos and all of our hunts. Check us out, like us, and share us with all your friends, and happy hunting. From Jonathan.